Hey guys, welcome to another explain video. We are at Gatwick airport here in the middle of London, and we are going to be flying in London today with British Airways from Gatwick to Glasgow. Should be a short flight actually. It's about an hour and 20 minutes long, so yeah, it's quite short. We'll be cruising at flight level 240, which means obviously this will be a very short flight. Its call sign is speed BAW2958, and we have about 6.3 tons of fuel on board today, an extra weight of 14.5 tons, and that should be about it for the information for this flight that you might want to know. We'll be departing runway. Which runway is it? 08 left, so yep. 08 left will be that runway over here, so don't have much runway length, but it's alright, works too. So yeah, anyways, let us get back into the cockpit and plan for our flight. Right, go to our overhead actually. Can start off with the trim air. No, we don't need a blitz yet. Set our cruise altitude to flight level 240 or our pressurization altitude. Wheel well lights go on and lower lights go on. No smoking signs go on. And your damper can go on. I think that should be about it that I would like to do now. The cabin utilities and the IFE passengers can go on too. Right, our origin is London Gatwick, Echo Golf Kilo Kilo, and our destination is Glasgow, Echo Golf Papa Foxtrot, and our flight number is Speedbird 2958. Departure runway 08 left. Departure SID is the Lambon 5 Whiskey departure. Right, our airway after Lambon is Lima 10, then Uniform November 601. There we go, and towards Zibo. For our star arrival, it is the Lena 2 Alpha arrival, and ILS runway, let's see, sorry, our cruise today is flight level 340. I'm sorry, 360. Yeah, apparently SimBrief gave me the 240 for some weird reason, but yeah, it's 360 actually. Anyways, what is the arrival runway? 05. Oh god. Let's see. Let's check the charts. Glasgow approach ILS 05. It is ID the Glasgow transition or the whatever the other one is. Let's see, what is our star arrival? The Lana 2 Alpha arrival. So we will be over there, and well, I don't think we're gonna use any transitions actually. It's much better to not use any transitions, so we won't be using any transitions. Right, set the pressurization altitude to flight level 360. There we go. Activate and execute the flight. Let's change the cruise altitude in my notepad. There we go. Can request the autofill. Cruise is 360. The reserves is 3.3 tons. Cost index is 20. Cruising winds is 230 degrees 13 knots. ISA is -4, and that is it for the performance page. Yep. Alright, the N1 limit. See, current outside air temperature for Glasgow is Gatwick is 6 degrees Celsius. So just key in 6 degrees Celsius there. There we go. The rate, let's see, how long is the runway in Gatwick? I know it isn't that long, but if it's long enough, we can do some derating. It is 2565 meter. So I should be able to do 24k derate, sorry. Yeah. Alright, take off. Center of gravity is that. Flaps 5 for departure. And we can set the runway wind, which is 150 degrees 9 knots. Right, those are our V speeds. V2 is 144, so we'll do 144 on the MCP panel. Right. As for trims, it's 4.65, so we will do about 4.65. We'll set our altitude on the MCP to the cruise, which is 360, or flight level 360. There we go. Right, auto throttle and flight director goes to arm and on. We will engage LNAV and VNAV, and we will set the settings over here. Data on the other side, and that should be it. As for the weather, not weather, the altimeters, it is QNH 1020. There we go. Auto brake set to RTO, and that should be it for the MCP panel. So let's plan the pushback. It will be nose left, tail right, obviously. And as for our taxi route, it will be straight down here, left on one of these turns, actually, or maybe I can turn left over here, right down, straight all the way to the end, and yeah, that's the taxi route.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you're ready.
Should be pretty easy. So yeah. Anyways, we can turn on the APU bleeds, left forward fuel pump, and start the APU. Anti-collision lights go on, and we'll start the pushback. And we'll drive all the ground handling units away. Right. Resuck fans and packs go off. Hydraulics go on. Fasten seatbelt signs go on. Engine start switch set to the right engine. Window seat go on. Should be it. Put it over here. Now we wait for the pushback guy to connect. We should be out of here.
Okay,
the ground
all
handling is
doors and
still
hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Not away from my plane yet, so no. Still wait for the ground handling. Although I don't really need to, but you know, for realism, we'll just wait. Should be the last of them now. We'll get rid of the ground handling. Oh my god, I need the APU generators. Can't forget about that.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
I did that to disconnect the jetway, so that's also more realistic. But of course, all the ground handling will also go away, sadly. So yeah. Anyways, now we will actually release our parking brakes.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Right, all the fuel pumps go in. Sensor tank has no fuel, so we don't need to use the sensor tank. Engine 2 set to ground. 7 seconds left. Right, fuel flow. I think British Airways sometimes uses one engine for taxi. I can't remember when they use it, when they do it. It's either British Airways or some other airline in London. Not necessarily London, but yeah, whatever. Could be Ryanair or EasyJet. I can't remember, but yeah. Alright, engine 2. It has good start. The generators go on. Engine bleeds. For the right engine goes on. Set the right engine to continuous. Engine start switch. Set the left engine and the ground for left engine 2.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Fuel flow. Right, engine 1 generators go on. Set start switch to continuous. Set the start switch to both 2. Left engine bleeds go on. APU goes off. APU bleeds go off. And strobe light sets to steady. There we go. Resuck fans go back on. Packs go back to auto. Set flaps fire.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Is that the right clock too? So kind of forgot about that. Right, that's the flaps done. And that's the pushback guy out of here. So waypoint's on or something? No, it's not on. Whatever. Right, he has given us a hand signal. We can get out of here now. Right, release the parking brakes. Let's taxi. Give a bit more thrusts. Taxi. Bit more. Usually needs around 35. I mean 35% N1, that's what I'm saying. We'll do the left hand here. Taxiway here is... can't tell. I think it's Alpha November. Yeah, I think it's Alpha November. Might have to turn on Nevergraph Simlink for this. Especially at airports that I'm not familiar with. Oh my god, I need more thrusts. Come on, plane. You can do it, little plane. Come on, Simstorm. There we go. Goddamn Simstorm. And little plane, can you please? How much thrust do you need? I'm sure it doesn't need that much in real life. And that taxiway back there was Mike, so if any one of you are wondering. Anyways, we'll be taxiing straight down here on Zulu, and then we'll switch to Juliet, which is just basically the same one, but it's a different taxiway name. So it's all the way down to Juliet, and the holding point for 08 left. Should be a pretty straightforward taxi, and a probably long one too. So I guess what I will do is I will skip right here until I'm at the end of the runway, because it's about 3 kilometers worth of taxi. Okay, we're coming up to the holding point for runway 08 left. In the meantime, we will set the runway heading, which is, let's see, chart 078. Go. Right, we can turn on the terrain radar for move sights. Set the transponder to TARA. And we are ready for departure, except for the lights, but it's fine. Scheduled departure timing in real life is about 4 minutes left, so we are quite on time.
Approaching 08 left.
Right, landing lights and wing lights. Strobe light set to position and steady.
On runway 08 left.
Right, we'll set up parking brakes here. Oh no, never mind. We'll just let it roll a bit. Right, we will set engines to idle. I wanna hear all the good sounds, I guess. Alright, once we start our clock, we'll set engines to 40% N1. Come on, start clock. There we go. That's how you would hear in economic class, actually. Is there variable winds? I don't think so. 80 knots. Power is set. V1, rotate. You're up. Goodbye, Gatwick. Might visit you next time again. Flaps 2.
1000.
Checked. Flaps 1. Flaps up. Man, that looks beautiful outside. I don't regret downloading the oh my god. Never mind. Hey, it's back. Yeah, anyway, so what I was saying is that I don't regret downloading the HD mesh, so yeah. Right, we will connect the autopilot. We're left of the waypoint, but it's fine. Should turn left soon. Look at that. That makes a decent screenshot. Okay, maybe that's too loud. Might lower it in editing. I mean, when I'm editing, so yeah. Anyways, gears go to locked. There we go. Hopefully it didn't deploy my gear. Yeah, I think it did. I was wondering why the engines went silent. I forgot my runway turn off lights and taxi lights, but you know what, I'll just turn it on now. Engine start switch set back to auto, and flaps is up. Should be about it. And enjoying the views. Oh my god, that looks gorgeous. Should be Heathrow right there, if I'm correct. Why is this thing at 5,000? Oh, well, that's nice. Great. Guess we'll be stuck here for a bit of time. You know what? I might just climb straight to cruise. There we go. Clear the restrictions. Should climb straight up to cruise now. Look at that, oh my. GoPro camera, it's nice. Yes, we set our altimeters to standard now. And landing lights can come up. Don't need them anymore. That should be the departure out of Gatwick. Pretty simple and easy. So, guess I will leave it to the wing view now. And yeah, you guys can enjoy the wing view for, I don't know how long am I going to leave it on the wing views, but yeah. I guess I will come back at the top of 10. So, hope you guys enjoy the music, and yeah, see you in a moment. Right, we have passed our top of descent, and I did not check that it was my top of descent, so let us just quickly set our MCP altitude to a lower altitude, and then start the descent into Glasgow. So yeah. Anyways, we'll set. Oh come on. We'll set the altitude to, let's see, 2,400. All right, seems fine. Not sure why is it lagging. Wait, is it the RAM usage? Let's see. No, it's the CPU, I guess. I thought there are explanations loading in things, so yeah. There we go. Right, Glasgow. Echo Golf Papa Foxtrot. Let's see the runway. It is 2665 meters long. Autobricks 1 is enough. Runway 05. So landing arrival. No, arrival runway. So let's see. Drag is required. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. I won't use drag. I will let it. Maybe I'll use it. Nah, never mind. Yeah. Anyways, the arrival LS frequency is 110.1, so we will key that in. There we go. That side and that side. Alright. The arrival cost is 049 degrees. Let's key that in there. Runway heading is actually 050, so yeah, it's a bit of a difference. Should we do this with it? No, it's not faster with the holding down, it's faster with scroll wheel. Now we got 049 is set. Should be it for the descent checklist. Seatbelt signs on, so yeah. I hope I didn't miss anything. Yeah, the arrival and the destinations altimeters and minimums. So weather radar, no weather radar, the metadata is 40 minutes ago. QNH is 1015. Actually, we can key that in here. 015. There we go. Let's see, minimums for ILS 05 is dependent on our arrival speed. So what is our speed? Flaps 30140 knots plus, so it's class D for landing. Minimums is 2824 barrel. So we'll come over here, set 282. There we go, 282. We'll set the co-pilot side to 2822. Right. Set to hectopascals. And should be set and ready to go. Right, so I guess this will be a descent into Glasgow. Seems like it's not going to make the flight of 200, but it's fine. We'll just use the how do you say that too? We'll just do a faster descent route, I guess. So yeah. Anyways, I'll do this off camera, and I'll be back once I am transition level, which is flight level 60. So yep, we are kinda down to our transition soon, but it isn't that close. But I'm still back anyways. Wanted to talk about the original arrival that was actually supposed to happen. Was that after Lanark it should be direct to the transition for arrival of 05, which is towards Glasgow on the airport itself, and then left turn towards there, and then we will be about let's see, how far is that? Let's see the approach chart. About 10 DME out of the airport, then we'll turn right back towards the final approach for 05. So yeah, that was the original idea, but of course, because if we went to Glasgow and to the left again, it's pretty I would say not a good idea, I guess. It's a bit stupid to do that. So I might as well just direct towards the finals for 05 instead of going through the transition. So yeah. Anyways, the transition is of course flight level 60. Actually we'll do flight level 70 now that I think of it. So we'll just set the altimeters for the airport now. There you go. Normally, of course, it will be 1,000 feet above the transition altitude, but of course most airports, or if not all airports in the UK is basically by ATC, so yeah. Anyways, we got about 23 nautical miles to run before our final approach. I guess we'll keep up with this speed of 240 knots until we are about a few nautical miles away from the next waypoint, but we'll slow down for the approach speed. So yeah, for now we can enjoy the beautiful view of the north of the UK, which is actually quite nice with HD mesh. I think I did install HD mesh. Yeah, I can't remember actually. Yeah. To do the GoPro view, I guess. Can we spell Glasgow from here? Let's see. I think so. Not sure where the airport is actually. Not that I think of it. It's my first time coming here in the flight sim, so yeah. Is that the airport there? Yeah, I think that's the airport there. Let's see. Yeah, it is the airport there. Right, whatever. Set the runway heading 050. Just in case we need to do a go around. Anyways, for go around procedure, we'll climb straight on runway heading to 3,000 feet, or DME 5.0 from waypoint India uniform, which is basically on Glasgow itself, I think. So yeah. Whichever is earlier, then we turn right to reach VR of whatever that is. I have no idea that is. Let's see. I think we'll turn right back to Glasgow, and then we'll follow the arrival again if we need to do a go around. So yes, we got 14 more nautical miles to run. Glasgow looking fantastic today. I have also turned down the density of the cloud, which now it's quite small. So it's a bit more, I guess, realistic, because when the clouds are seriously big, the whole sky will be clouds, and I can't really see any scenery down here when I'm in cruise. So yeah, it's a better idea to turn it down instead. So yeah. Anyways, I also did forget about the fly live thing on the OBS thing, so sorry about that. I mean, at least from the takeoff part. So yeah, seems like there's rain up ahead, but we are not going to be in that area, so we should be fine. Although I would like to test out the new windshield effect for the 737 Zibo mod, but if we are lucky, we'll be kinda inside the rain area, and maybe we can get some windshield effect, but that's about it that I can think about. I don't think I'll be flying to that area, so yeah. 9 more nautical miles to run. I think we can start to slow down soon actually. Yeah, we're slow down to 200 knots. And we will get prepared for our arrivals landing speed, which will be 142 apparently. So Glasgow's wind 0609 knots, so we'll add 5 knots to that. So our landing speed will be 147. There we go. Alright, that is set and ready to go. Spoiler set to landing lights are down. Yeah, spot it. This kind of That's what I can remember. And then you start switch that to continuous. Glasgow should be on our right now. Can't see it, whatever. Is there actually that much forest around here? Wow. Should fly here more often. Looks fantastic around here. And that's apparently the river? Sea? Yeah, I think it's a sea. Where it separates. I don't think it separates actually. I'm not sure, but it's even north of the UK there. Actually, now that I think, no. That should be Ireland. So yeah. Anyways, flaps 1. Now that's the right turn. We will do altitude hold at 3000. Right, VNAV is disconnected. Localizer is captured. Glasgow should be over there. Yes, I think so. Yep, there we go. That's the runway right there. The lights just came on. This is a seriously nice approach. One of the nicest if I actually do say so myself. I'll slow down now to 170 knots. Flaps 2. Gears down. Glide slope is captured. Still doing the right turn. I mean, if that is actually Glasgow, that is quite close. So yeah, I do definitely want to slow down quickly. So I said 160 knots now. Flaps 5. Why is the sky turning dark? It's not good. It's actually turning dark where I am right now too. Fun fact. Flaps 15. And 50 knots. No, flaps 15 now. That was flaps 10 earlier. I'm still used to the 777's flap configuration. So yeah. Flaps 25. Right, we'll set our landing speed. Oh my god. Flaps 30. We have no visual on the runway now. I'm not sure what happened. Oh, there we go. The visibility has just been reduced a lot, I guess. Last META recorded was let's see, 9,000 feet. No, not 9,000 feet. 9,000 miles. Okay, 9 kilometers out for visibility, but yeah, it definitely has been reduced quite fast here. Anyways, auto throttle disconnect. I have the throttle. I'll wait for the localizer to turn me later on. Before I disconnect my autopilot. I guess this will be a short final. Right, that's the left turn. To finals. 1,000 feet is checked. Right. Autopilot disconnect. I have the plane. Flight director goes off because I don't need him. It's actually quite spooky in my room, now that I think of it. It's getting dark
Approaching.
outside,
0,
and
5.
basically the only light I have is from my joystick, which produces a green light, and yeah, green lights are quite spooky actually. It's not completely dark yet outside of my room, so it's a good thing at least.
400.
Yeah, I know I'm below the glide slope. I normally do that so that I can land on the touchdown zone. I mean the big markers instead of further down the touchdown zone. I mean I know the touchdown zone is quite big, but I like to touch down on the 2 big boxes instead.
200.
So yeah. And minimum was earlier, but forget to say the landing.
40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh wow, that was a hard landing. Alright, whatever. Reverses. We're using the whole runway. Seems like it at least. Maybe not.
2,000 feet remaining.
Reverses. Slow the reverses and manual braking. We'll vacate to the right over here. Bit more thrust for this turn.
Thank you for flying with us today. We hope you've had a pleasant experience, and we look forward to welcoming you again on another flight.
Alright, that flight took 1 hour and 3 minutes. Arrival timing is 11:24 Zulu. Alright, landing lights come up. Strobe lights go to off. Wing lights go off. Engine start switch set back to auto. Transponder set to standby. Terrain radar and weather radar goes off. Start the APU. We'll taxi down. Auto brakes off. Spoilers set to down. Flaps set up. Set to up. Right, our taxi route. Straight down on Alpha, then onto Golf, which is still straight, and then left onto the terminal at Mike. Yeah, I'll just turn off that, I guess. Just messing around with the reshade. Right, so let's check our landing rate on SimStall. It is -307. Yeah, it's not that great. Anyways, we'll add in the replay clip right here. Welcome back. Continuing our taxi onto one of the ramps. There's no specific ramps that ramp that I saw, at least on multiple websites that this aircraft parks at. So I'll just choose one random stand to park at. Left here will be terminal for Kilo, so we'll continue right on Golf. Should probably slow down for turns and not do a Mach 2 turn. And this scenery from the Explain forums looks like it's made from default libraries, so that's unfortunate. Can't do nothing much about it. So yeah, I mean, at least if it is placed correctly in coloration with the real world, it should be good enough for me. I can't complain that this is freeware, but of course it uses default library, so yeah, whatever. Anyways, the left turn here will be the one for terminal mic, so we'll slow down. We'll turn left over here. Which is one of the stands to park at. Right, APU generators, APU bleed, engine bleeds can go off. Let's just one the stand right here. Next stand. Whichever stand this is. Oh god, I need more thrust. Right, turn off all the lights. Really? You gotta stop there? Are you serious? Alright. Trying not to go over 70% N1. Come on. So I hate about this aircraft all the time. Right, idle thrust, and we'll just roll onto this stand. Really? There's no jetway? There's only the connecting jetway. Alright then, whatever. Right, stop here. Set the parking brakes. Yep, there's no connecting jetway for this stand. So, I mean, I didn't know that it would be that bad, so yeah, whatever. Alright, we'll cut off both engines. We'll stop the clock on the right. Right, seatbelt signs go off. And the ground handling can drive up. Hydraulics go off. All the lights are off. Anti-collision goes off. We'll keep the logo on. Wheel well goes off. Packs and trims go. Resuck fan, sorry, goes off. Fuel pumps go off. Actually, we connect ground power first. There we go. And we'll shut off the APU, and the APU blades go off. And that should be it. Watch as all the ground handling drive up to the aircraft. So yeah, I guess this will conclude this flight. Sky is getting dark, so we should probably get out of here before the other passengers get showered on. So yeah. Anyways, hope you guys have enjoyed, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Goodbye.